Assalamualaikum, this is Hamad. In this video I am going to tell you about my new app, that is the SEISMO SCREEN version 1.0. This app is designed for the purpose of performing the quick checks while doing the seismic evaluation of the building structure, and the main features this app includes are: it is integrated with the Gmail authentication and the database, that is the Google database. It is easy to use and easy to manage the data, and you haven't any fear of data loss. The upcoming or the future features are Google Map integration, picture upload option, and the last one is the PDF generating option. That is a very important option because whatever you can work in this app, you can extract all your work in the form of the PDF. The main things to be noticed in app is only authenticate with your email ID having the extension @gmail.com. You have used any other extension like @cloud.com and hotmail.com and the other email IDs, it might be your data will not be saved on the database. So this app is restricted you to use the email ID having extension @gmail.com. I am continuing it with my Google account with my Gmail ID. I use one of my ID, not the cloud ID, that is the civil structure soft @gmail.com, one of my ID. So a new window will appear after authenticating. The map is shown, but this map is not working because of a requirement of billing on the Google Map section. On the top there is a logout button. By clicking it you can log out from this app, and the 3 bars option you see, by clicking this a new window will appear. In this video you see, in the first portion your ID information or the user information will be shown, and at the bottom of this user information there is a pen. You can using it to give the title of your project. For example, in my case it is hospital buildings. I am saving it, or I am also adding it by clicking on the pen. For example, I delete the S and hitting save, so my data will be added. In the bottom the list is shown. I am also creating the more list members by clicking on the plus icon, giving the building name. For example, Indus, latitude I am giving just randomly and giving some detail. For example, number of beds are 500 and saving it. And by clicking it on my new list member, it shows me the description which I give to it, number of beds. It also shows me the latitude and longitudinal data, and shows me 3 button. In the edit, by clicking the adding button, it provide me option to edit the existing data. For example, I want to write here Aga Khan and number of beds 1200 and saving it. My data will be updated. My data is updated on every edit. So, and I'm also manage it if I don't want this list member, for example the first list member, so I am hitting the delete button, so it will remove from the list. There is another button present here, there is a check button. By clicking on it, it will goes to another window. In this window there are 3 options. At the top is present, that is basic configuration portion, structural portion and non-structural portion. In these portions you can manage your checklist. For example, I want to create my new check, so I am clicking on the plus add icon. I am adding my new check, for example load path, and the provision is beams to column. My load is transfer from beams to columns. Okay, my first check will appear at the top in the basic configuration list. Similarly, I am adding the different checks in the structural portion, non-structural portion. In the basic configuration, the check which I create by clicking on the add button, I am also added if there is any need to edit it. For example, load paths, I am adding as my data is updated on every edit. If I don't want this check, so I am deleting it by just clicking on the delete button. There is another section below the check name, that is the performance section, where I am setting the different performance level. For example, the condition is satisfied or not satisfied by just clicking on the required radio button, compliant, non-compliant, and unknown and not applicable. If there is any need of any comment, for example, I get the data about this check. There is a crack presence in the structure, in the beams. So I'm writing here cracks presents in the beams. So I'm also saving it and it will remain here. You can just click on the comment button again and get that data again. Just a minute. Okay, and saving it again. So this app is very easy to use. You can easily manage your tier 1 checklist by using this app. If you don't want this check, you can delete and go back by using go back button. You can again go to the main page, that is home page, by clicking on the 3 bars icon. You can again go to the list of your hospital buildings or different building structures you want to analyze in the seismic evaluation performance, and you want to perform the quick checklist of that building structure. So it's all about the SEISMO screen, very easy to use. Thank you for watching this video.